it's Jess. Welcome back to my channel for another garden video. So today I'm going to be doing a long-awaited video for you guys. Y'all have been asking me over the past couple of years to do a grass and lawn maintenance video. So I'm going to be doing that today. We are a little bit late getting started just because the forsythia are already in bloom, but better late than never. So let me show you guys a new tool that I'm going to be using today first. Okay, but before we get started, I have to show y'all. Look! Oh my gosh, isn't it gorgeous? My blooms are opening up on my camellia, and y'all, they are super fragrant. Again, this one is the one I picked up on my trip home to Richmond. It's called Sensation. It is a Camellia japonica. And y'all, I understand. Oh, I got another bloom over here. I didn't even notice. Look at that. So pretty. But I understand now why this one is called Sensation. These blooms are super, super fragrant. And then I'm also getting a drift or a whiff from my hyacinths over here. It just smells so heavenly up here right now, y'all. I'm getting all the fragrance. So let's take a brief trip down memory lane. Here I am when I first purchased my home in 2017. As you guys can see, there was nothing here, not a single garden bed, just a bunch of tall, overgrown, weedy grass. I knew nothing about lawn care and gardening. I didn't even own a lawnmower or a shovel at this point. So in the fall of October 2018, I decided I wanted to update my curb appeal. I had no idea what I was doing, but I had a vision and I was so proud of myself for making it come to life. Here's where my first little arborvitae balls went in. Do you see how small they were? Oh, they were so cute. So here's an update from fall of 2019. I was really unhappy with how my grass was looking in my photographs. So that season, I did decide to overseed and put down some weed killers. And then here's another update from May of 2020, looking a little bit better, getting the swing of things. Later that fall, I did decide to install my pavers for my front garden bed. And then in May of 2021, I was having a really hard time growing grass underneath my tree. So I decided to remove all of the sod and install my tree ring. And y'all, that was one of the best ideas I could have done for my front yard. It looks so much better and I've been enjoying that ring so much. Here's an update from May of 2022, garden looking lush and green. And here's an update as of last year, May 2023. Do y'all see how thick and green my lawn was? So I'm going to take you guys along with my process from beginning to end. These are the same steps I've been taking since 2019, and let's get to work. All right, so here is the first tool I'm going to be using today. This was a Christmas gift my dad gave to me 2 years ago, and this is going to be my first time using it, y'all. I'm so excited. This is a lawn dethatcher plus scarifier by Sunjo. Let me show y'all first what I used to use. So here is the rake that I've been using for the past 4 years to dethatch my lawn. This is just a random rake that I got, I think, from Home Depot. It has nice, strong teeth to make those scars down into the ground. Okay, so it does originally come with the scarifier blade attachment on it first. I actually am not going to be scarifying because I don't feel like my lawn has any thatch that I need to get rid of. I am going to be switching out to this blade here. This is actually the rake, which I guess is considered the dethatcher. I really don't like the terms, you guys, because really you need to know the difference between thatch before you are dethatching. But this technically is not a dethatcher, it's just a small rake. So I'm going to figure out how to change out the blades on this first, and then we'll get started. So it looks like the change out should be pretty easy just looking at how this one connects. I'm thinking I just need to undo these bolts here and then figure out how to pop it in. So let me go find something to remove that. Okay, I think this should work. Let's get this put on and remove the bolts. Look at that. I didn't even read no instructions. Love when things work out when I just kind of use my own brain. Okay. Pop back in. Mission accomplished. All right, y'all, so here's what my front lawn is currently looking like. Not too bad. It's finally starting to wake up because we have already gotten a whole bunch of rain the last couple of weeks. But if you can see all of this dead grass, that is what I'm going to be pulling out with the rake. So if you guys don't know what the difference between thatch and just dead grass is, I will leave kind of like a informational blog post that you can look at for reference. But really, if you guys see this stuff, this is just dead grass from last year. If you get down in here, I'll insert a picture so you guys can really see what I'm talking about. But that thatch layer, you would not be able to see dirt down in your grass. So if you cannot see down to the dirt, you know you have a thatch problem and you will need to either aerate or use the scarifier. But because I don't have that issue, I am just going to be using the rake. So let's get it hooked up and see how it works. Wow, y'all, so this is just the first pass. I have no clue what I'm doing. I didn't even like set the height settings on it, but look at all of this dead grass that it pulled out just on one pass. So I'm excited. I am going to come back in with my rake to rake up all this dead grass and then come back and do a nice mow before I put down my fertilizer. But ooh, that's so satisfying. Okay, y'all, so one thing to note, I think this will work a lot easier if I don't have the bag on here. Do you see how small this is? Like, I would have to dump this a million times to get through one, like, pass through my yard. But so far it's working pretty well. The areas over here still have not like dried out as much because they're still in the shade, so it's a little bit harder to push it through. But down here where it's like nice and dry, it is so much easier to run through. So I'm going to finish up pushing it around the remainder of the yard and then I'll be back for the next step. Okay, y'all, so I got the whole yard raked, and do y'all see how much dead grass came out of here? Like, let me give you guys a close-up. So as you can see, it's mostly dead grass. Yes, there are some green blades in there, but most of this is just dead grass from last season. And if I brush it away, you can see it creates some nice, not holes, but like aeration to the ground for me to seed and put down my wheat and feed and fertilizer. So I am going to grab my rake and rake up like the big clumps, and then I'll go over it with my mower to pick up the remaining.
Leaving this place, the sun's about to break. You're riding shotgun. The feeling we chase. I'm wide awake. Take me away now. All right, so I got the majority of the big clumps raked up. I just raked them into little clumps that I can clean up around the yard. And I am going to run in because I was doing this on my lunch break. So this is how much I got done in an hour. And I'll be back this evening for the next steps. Good time, don't you blame me? Yeah, this feeling I've got's making me crazy, making me crazy. So I'm just gonna drive. I'm just gonna drive. I'm just gonna drive.
y'all, I'm back. So I got most of the mounds cleaned up, as you can see. Still looking very dormantish, but we're going to fix it. So the next thing I'm going to do is go over my lawn with the lawnmower just to cut it a nice layer and pick up the rest of the dead grass. And then we'll move on to treatment. While I'm out here, I'm actually going to start trimming down and shaping some of the new growth off of my Manhattan euonymus. Do y'all see how big they've gotten? They have almost tripled in size. This is only I think this will be their 3rd year in the ground, y'all. So, yep, I'm going to start shaping these. All right, lawn is all mowed. Everything is picked up off of the grass. Everything is cut down nice and short so that now when I put down my treatments, they pretty much will just have a straight shot straight down into the soil. So my next step is to put down some weed and feed, aka pre-emergent. So this is the one I'm going to be using this year. You guys can use any brand of weed and feed that you prefer. This is just the one that I saw on sale that covers 15,000 square feet. The only thing that I look for on the front of the bag is down here where it says active ingredients. Make sure your bag says 2,4-D. Okay? That's all I look for. I don't look at any other ingredients. If it doesn't say that, basically you're wasting your money. So basically, if you are overseeding or trying to put down new grass seed for the first time, you want something that is going to allow your seeds to germinate, but still kill the weeds. And that's what this 2,4-D does. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down and we will move on to the next step. You want to make sure you're getting in there and really breaking up those clumps so that they can work through the spreader. So next I am going to overseed. I normally do this in the fall, but y'all know that I stopped gardening last year, so I am going to go ahead and put down some grass seed this year. This one covers up to 8,000 square feet, which I probably won't even use like 1/3 of this bed. I'm just going to do a really light dusting. And the only thing that I really look for on my grass seed bags, down here on the back of the bag, you want to try to find the lowest concentration of weed seed. As you can see, it's right there. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put this down and we're gonna water. Grass seed all ready to go. Let's put her down. So the spreader I use is the smallest spreader by Scott, and as far as my settings go, I use the same setting for everything that I'm putting down. I know there's instructions on the back of the bag, but y'all know I don't like to measure, so I just set my dial to 5.5 for everything that I'm putting down. Okay, y'all, so I am in my backyard now and my neighbor's mowing, so I hope you can hear me okay. But back here, I'm pretty much just gonna focus on putting down weed and feed. As you guys can see, I have a ton of clover here. And as I move up, there is a ton of creeping Charlie all throughout my yard, especially, do y'all see this? It's throughout the whole lawn. So in this like bare area here, I'm not even gonna worry about it because that is actually gonna become like my fountain. So a lot of this grass is not gonna be grass anymore. So I don't wanna waste my time seeding it and fertilizing. I'm just gonna control the weeds. So especially over here as well. This is my sod area. Some of this is going to be cut out, but as you can see, I have clover and creeping Charlie is starting to creep into my side. So I definitely want to get this under control. I'm gonna go ahead and put down the weed and feed and we will wrap up. Whew, y'all, I have to sit down. I am super tired, but really quickly, I want to talk to you guys about my schedule. So I keep it super basic. I don't overcomplicate things, y'all. Lawn care does not have to be anything intimidating. I keep it real simple, y'all. So I only fertilize 4 times a year. This was my first application. I always try to get my pre-emergent down right when I see the forsythia start to bloom. And then I only fertilize 3 more times throughout the growing season. And just to keep it real simple, I fertilize around the major holidays, which are Memorial Day, 4th of July, and then Labor Day. So if you guys can remember that, you'll be good to go. So we are expecting rain tomorrow, y'all. It has been a beautiful day here. We are in the 80s here in North Carolina. Today is March 14th when I'm filming this video, and it's 80 degrees out here. Like, I am loving it. Clear blue skies, if you guys cannot see in the reflection behind me. But anywho, we are expecting rain tomorrow, so you always want to make sure that you are fertilizing either before a rain or just make sure that you're watering in, because those granules do need to get down into the roots. They do require water to activate. So I try to fertilize before rain every time that I do it. But yeah, y'all, it's super basic. And as far as insect treatment goes, I do treat my lawn for grub worms right around that May time frame. So when I'm getting ready to put down that Memorial Day fertilizer treatment is when I start to treat for grub worms. And I do that every other month throughout the remainder of the growing season. And y'all, I started treating my lawn for grub worms 4 years ago, just my front yard. When I tell y'all I have 0 Japanese beetles in my front yard, I have no issues. Like, it works phenomenal. So I have not ever treated my backyard for grub worms just because I have not cared about the grass back there. So yeah, I'm gonna start my treatments this year. I of course will take you guys along for that journey. But yeah, Japanese beetles, they are getting nipped in the bud starting this year. So anywho, and then as far as seeding goes, you guys did see I put down some seed today. I do overseed in the spring. I also overseed in the fall. So yeah, y'all, that is pretty much it. Really simple. I just fertilize 4 times a year. And if you guys can remember those 3 major holidays, you'll be good to go. So I will be giving you guys updates throughout the season, but I wanted to show y'all this is what I use to fertilize with. And you can see I have 3 bags all stacked up, ready to go. I do fertilize 3 times throughout the growing season with Milorganite. So my last step for today is I am going to be trying out a new screen trimmer that was sent to me by V-Board. I can't wait to give this a test. I'm hoping that this is the battery, because if not, we are in trouble. Okay, I was about to say, y'all, we ain't got no way to charge this. Okay, so let me go put this on the charger and we'll get this all put together. Oh, nice. It came with 3 reels of string line. And, okay, how do we work this? Okay, I got it, y'all. And look at that rolling. I'm ready to string trim. All right, so my thoughts on the string trimmer. I really like how lightweight it is. It's so easy to maneuver around the yard in. I don't have any big heavy cords to lug around. The little like roller thing attachment makes it kind of difficult to line up your edge perfectly. I actually prefer not to have the guide on there, so I think I'm going to do an update video in a couple of weeks with you guys and give you my final thoughts. But initial thoughts, I like it. I think I need a little bit more practice with it. Okay, so here's what the string trimmer edging looks like with the roller attachment, and this is me doing like 2 passes over it. And yes, y'all, I know my papers look crazy. They actually will be coming out because I have a whole new vision for my front bed. All of these plants will be coming out, so you guys just stay tuned. But anywho, yeah, I don't know, y'all. I feel like I need more practice with the string trimmer. Okay, and then here's what the other side of my driveway looks like. As you can see, it's a lot straighter. This side, I decided not to use the roller guide and just freehand my edging, which is what I'm used to, and it looks so much more crisp. So yeah, y'all, I think it works amazing. I just don't really recommend using that little roller guide. So yeah, you guys, that is pretty much it for today's video. I just really wanted to get all of the dead grass pulled up today and all of my pre-emergent down. That was my main goal, and it feels so good to have that down. Now the rain will come tomorrow, water everything in, and we will watch it flourish. So I will definitely give you guys updates throughout the season as I continue to put down more treatments throughout the season. But yeah, y'all, I hope you found this video helpful. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Be sure to subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace. And the rain hath arrived right on time.